Hey, it's your girl K. Did come back. I see you one more time. I feel like I haven't done anything like this in a while, but it's probably like in YouTube years, y'all like whatever. I don't know. Just a girl, just do a damn video. But anyway, as you see from the title, I'm gonna do a video based on moving out. So I'm gonna start off with things. I'm gonna try to do it very basic, very basic. And I'm gonna talk about in the beginning, about stuff you'll need out the shelter right away, like you should get from the shelter, and then I'm gonna transition into things anybody would need. They're just moving out. I moved out. Well, first, when I got out of my house, I didn't move out. I was kicked out on the street basically. So it's a different scenario than probably a person who's just moving out. They planned everything out. They have deposits. They have all these things. When I left the shelter, everything is different. So, and it also matters if you're moving out your home, if you're moving out of a shelter, and if you're going to deposit stuff or not. Because if you move out your home and you know where you're going to go, you'll have deposit set up. But if you move out of shelter, if you have FEPs, city FEPs, you'll need like money. But if you're going into nature, you don't have to. Well, I never had to give a deposit. So, I got the one-shot deal coming out of the shelter. So some of the stuff was kind of late, but they got it together. And I also got money from Catholic Charities. It's Catholic Charities, and I got money from Canva. I was getting the money from everywhere because things was late. Furniture money didn't come in on time. A lot of different things didn't happen, and I didn't know because I'm just there living my best life, trying to be a good mom to my baby, and that's what happened. So if you know, again, it's your girl Kate did. Subscribe, comment down below if you. Anyway, comment down below if you're moving out of your parents' house or it'll be parents' house, right? Or your foster family house if you don't consider their parents, or if you're moving out of shelter or things like that. Like, tell me what part of life are you at. I guess if you're most people are going to be adult at this point. I feel like if you stay home with your peoples for a long time, don't feel no way. At this point, we're all struggling. Whether you're in nature or not, we all struggling. We're all in a pot together, right? So if you want to stay longer in your people's house because they allow you to, stay there. Don't make anybody make you feel any way because you're in your people's house. Stay there as long as you can. Save as much money you can and get what you need. And the first thing first, if you're coming out of shelter, if you don't have a bed, like when I came out of shelter, I didn't have no furniture. I had nada because everything was given to me because I grew up in that house. That was my childhood house. I lived there all my life until I was booted out. Bam! You can't even see my leg, but booted out on the street, right? That's what happened to me. So, what I didn't know is that when you leave a shelter, it's supposed to be like this for every shelter. But shelters be having their own rules, but you're supposed to get an air mattress to go to your apartment with. Because they always change the rules for if you have stuff in storage, if you don't have stuff in storage. The rules constantly, I think, freaking changing. So, I don't know. But at the time, literally probably a week before that, they said, oh, we could do all your moving stuff, like getting stuff from the shelter storage, and then your apartment. They stopped doing that. And then they started doing it again after I left. It's like, I feel like it was just me. I feel like I was the problem. Maybe I was the problem. I don't know. But, if you don't have your furniture in there, they're supposed to be, maybe they do, they're supposed to supply you with the tools to blow up bed. It's usually, they're probably going to be a twin because that's what they gave me. I'm assuming that they all going to be twins, but I'm not sure. I got 2 twin beds. It was me and my daughter. But the first couple of nights, I had nothing. So if you want to start off with this, while you're in the shelter, wherever you are, if you know in your mind, I knew from like a teen I want to move out. So I started buying stuff from Target and places like that. I bought like towels and washcloths and stuff like that. So if you want to do that before you move out, buy towels, washcloths. You could buy your little first starter cooking set, utensils. If you don't have the money, because I got some Dollar Tree stuff. It lasted. I still got one Dollar Tree stuff, and it's 5 years later, and it lasted. I'm just saying, I don't use it every day though, but it lasts. I'm just saying that. I got new utensils along the way, but if you don't have all the stuff that you want, if you don't have plates, because you're gonna need something to eat on, right? You're gonna need something to eat on. New lots. I'm talking about mostly like New York. You can go to if you really broke, you can go to Dollar Tree, $1.50 Tree, right? You can go there first. But if you want to get something probably a little more sprucey, you think, you can go to Burlington. Y'all see the cups I be getting from there. You can go to Burlington. You can go to places like that. You can get a nice little, it won't be a set. I feel like they give sets there, but I feel like, Burlington, TJ Maxx, those places still have like pots and stuff like that. If you don't want to get like cheap and get something more durable. But they have other cheap places like, discount stores. But I feel like sometimes the quality is better in the like TJ Maxx or Burlington or Marshalls. Like one of those kind of stores, right? And the Rosses, if you depends what part of the world, part of the US that you live in. This is based on that. What I think people forget, depending what kind of shower and tub that you have, if it has a little sliding, you're not gonna need this. But if you coming in, and they don't have the curtain thing, you need curtains, because you can't be taking rubbing. I hope you're taking a shower. And you can't be rubbing in this, especially if you have kids. Get out of here. You gonna need a curtain. That water's like everywhere. I got the liner. That's also a thing. I didn't know. Like, I didn't know. I feel like I had it in my house, but I just never thought about it. When I first moved in, I only bought the shower curtain. I never buy the liner. I was like, how does people's stuff not get wet? And I forgot in my house. Because my house, we had a tub one side and a shower. And we had a shower in the basement. And I forgot that the liner was a thing. So the water can't come out of the shower. So, liner. Shower curtain. I feel like people don't say that. Liner, shower curtain. The liner goes inside, so when the water hit it, the water does slide in. Don't make it go out of the shower. Go into the shower. And I feel like there's a lot of problems. Before I lived on my own, I had that problem. And my water would always go outside the shower. I feel like it still does. I have all my hangers there, but when I have my hangers there, the water stay inside. My kid, so it'd be cold water. Like, she used to have a hot shower and then have a cold water. I don't know. She be doing the most. She's 7. She at this point, as long as she clean, long as her stuff and her other stuff is smelling good, that's all I care about. Behind your ears, belly, long you're washing, that's all I care about at this point. Just don't waste my soap. But anyway, so you're gonna need those kind of things. Don't forget a broom. When you move into an apartment, please clean up. I don't care if they say they cleaned up. You take your bleach, Lysol, Dr. Myers, what's his name, Myers something. Take them cleaning supplies. Because I have kids, I clean the walls too. I probably should clean the walls more often in my house. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't do it as often as I probably should. But I moved in. I make sure everything, window seal. I'm gonna clean my. If y'all look at my video, y'all probably see the dirt coming off the window. I need to clean it more often, but because I have allergies, I just probably need to clean it more often. To be honest. But anyway, clean the window, so clean everything. Like not look a cleaning. Do a really good bleach cleaning. You want so much. Make sure you open the windows, because if your apartment is small and all the windows are open, you might just pass out. You'll be like, dang, I almost died in my first apartment. That's not good. Like, for real. Clean all the nooks and crannies. If you see spider webs, clean that down. And if you see spider webs too, take exterminator told me this. Soap and water, shake it up and spray that area and make kind of deter them to come back and have their family in there. Do they say family? You know what I mean? Their little web in that area. I used to have some spiders coming in, and I'm like, we don't want a spider. We don't want a spider. I can't really scream. I be trying to hit it with them. It'd be a whole thing. Broom, dustpan. If you want to, I honestly recommend, but it's not a must. This is like later on in time when you got the money. Because I'm gonna say, I had no budget when I moved out. I had pure money. I never have money like that other than buying food. So, you're gonna need some starter up foods too. Starter up spices. Unless you want to get stuff to taste like bland. Get some starter up spices. You don't have to get like 50 spices. You can start with some adobo, some salt, some pepper, some I can't think of anything. I have a kid, so I had like ketchup and stuff. But start by ketchup, because now it's just wasting in my house, because we don't eat it that much. I don't make stuff a lot that needs ketchup. So anyway, so let me think what else. I honestly was making a list. That's a lie. I was making a list in my head. I didn't physically write it down. But this is the things I'm thinking. I'm thinking of a kitchen. You need sponges. It's cheap. Discount stores. You need these are things I think people forget about. Because when I went to college, because I also went to college before all these things happened to me. I didn't think about sponges, but I had a cup that I drank out of. I'm like, well, shoot, sponges and soap. But then they had a thing downstairs. I didn't know about it. I found out at the point. I should make more vlogs when I was in college, but I didn't. But yeah, so I'm trying to think of in my house where everything is. Sponges. That's for your plates, your pots, your utensils. Well, I say also, before you move out, try to look on clearance or sales or this and that. And even Target selling one by one, piece by piece, whatever. You're going to need forks and spoons. People don't, what you want to eat with? You could go to a Starbucks and get you like a plastic one, but you want something that's going to be durable. Probably say, people wash their utensils like that over, but that's not for me. Yeah, so that's the kitchen. You don't need a microwave. I didn't get a microwave right away. If you don't need it, you don't need it. Honestly, I suggest an air fryer over a microwave, but that's not even the thing that you need when you first move in. Like, I'm trying to tell you basic things you're going to need. Plunger. You're going to need a plunger in case, especially if you have kids, you're going to need that plunger. Because they be bunging up the toilet. Or the tissue. But why, sis? Why we need that much tissue? And you pee. Like, why? The toilet brushes, sometimes they come in pairs, they come difficult. And also look how the plunger is, because it's one for technically made for the sink and it's one made for the toilet. And it's better suction depending on which one you have. So just look at it before you buy it. So like, oh my, I just plunge. No, there's one made for different ones. I'm just saying. I want to believe the one with a tube is good for the. Honestly, you could use either one, but it's like one better for one. I'm just saying. I know when the people came in here to unplunge my thingy, they use a circle one without the little something. You know what I'm talking about? The plunger thing. They put it over the stinky thingy. They pump. What else? Curtain rods. You don't need a curtain rod. If you want to have curtains, I don't really care about. I only have curtains in my daughter's room because I probably should always have curtains in her room. I didn't really care. But because of foster care, they forced me to get the curtains in the kids' room. When they change them, people don't see them. So it makes sense. But I feel like where I live, people are not gonna, unless they really in my room looking with a telescope. But why, people crazy out here. But anyway, that's how I talk to myself. But try to have some sheets, some blankets. I have different sizes. When I moved out, I didn't have like full sets of things. I didn't have proper, to get pillowcases. If you want pillows, you can go to Target or somewhere like that and get like a little pillow that you can do your head on. If you live in New York City or any place where it's cold, try to get a nice snuggy blanket. Try to get obviously one for you and your kids, so it's not like you all have to share one thing, kind of thing. So try to buy a lot of things before if you can. But if you want to buy things that you think like after, well, I think it's pretty cheap, but fairly cheap. Like I said before, I don't do secondhand stuff. So I'm not gonna go to the Goodwill, Salvation Army. That's not for me. But if you do that, I'm not. It's up to you, boo. But I'm not doing it. So also, people say when you get your first apartment, don't get expensive furniture. I say depending what this furniture is. But when you have kids, I feel like the furniture don't last long because they like to break things. When they're at a certain age, they like to break things. When I feel like older, probably teenagers, they know how to take care of things a bit more. When you have younger kids, they tend to break things you think should not even be broken in the first place, but why would he do that? But I think I say TJ Maxx. Oh my God, IKEA. Even like TJ Maxx have, and those places have like little, small furniture. You could probably have like, want to be cutesy bootsy, want to be aesthetic. They have that kind of stuff. Try to get a bed. I think that's like one of the first things you could get if you can afford it. When you first move in, get a bed for first furniture, and you can get the other stuff. Like, if you can also have space, get a washing machine. It's a lifesaver. Out of my purchases, I didn't care about somebody gave me the bed, but I didn't care about the bed. And get a good mattress. Don't get no flan mattress, and then you can't sleep good. Try to get especially after the couple of years we had, all people was doing sleeping. So you need to make sure you have a good mattress if you can afford it, and get the best one you can get for your budget. Washing machine. That's IKEA. I think some of the stuff is kind of flimsy and cheap, but I have one